Okay, so this morning the plan is to make a frame consisting of my bulkheads and stringers and a couple of spacer pieces so that I can lift the whole thing out and cut it to height and then put it back. That's the plan, because I really don't have a lot of room to cut these if I bed them down first. So that's the plan. I went up to Home Depot and I picked up these spacers. They're called vinyl bumpers, and they're 3/4. On the package it says 3/4 by, or 3/4 and then 19 millimeter, but it's actually 3/8 tall. That's the only thing I'm concerned about, and that it fits my my bulkhead and my stringers perfectly. And it's got a tapered edge so that when you're going up front and it's not so back here, it's kind of flat toward the bilge area, but as you move up to the bow, it slopes down, and this slanted edge on this little spacer deal is going to really help out a lot, I think, keeping it stable. So what I did is I put a mark here just in case they fall off. You want to put it back because my edge on my bulkhead isn't necessarily true. I mean, it's straight, but it's not exactly straight. So I put a mark right here so that if this falls off, I can put it back in the same place. I also marked where it's going to go, because once you start laying it out, you don't want to move anything. Once you have it where you want it, that's where you want it. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bulkhead on there. Oops, I'm going to put my bulkhead on, and I need to trace, because this bottom piece right here is going to slide underneath the bulkhead. This first line I traced was not correct, so I'm about to retrace it, because this first line I traced was without the bumpers. So I need to retrace another line with the bumpers, which is the correct height, so it'll be the correct height. And then this flooring piece is going to slide underneath the bulkhead. I thought about doing the bulkhead with it actually like this, but I think it'd be better with the bulkhead sitting outside of this piece like this, but I think it would be better if the bulkhead sat on top, because then it kind of like this piece was kind of adding some protection to the underside of the bulkhead. So I thought that would be a better choice. And then also Gary from over at Classic Craft also suggested that. Actually, that's where I got the idea from. He's a good guy, Classic Craft in Sacramento. Anybody ever needs anything, any boat repairs made, I recommend Gary highly. Okay, let me get going. Okay, one thing I caught before I cut this piece, I thought about it when I put the camera down, is that when I chop strand this piece right here, it's going to add a little bit of height. Something I have to see. I'm going to have to work that out. So that's what it's going to look like. I got it, the bulkhead is off the hole. The drainage cover piece is in place. It's looking good. This is what it looks like from this side. Okay, so I got to take it out. And first of all, I need to make a temporary spacer piece for right here. To just keep my stringers at the right distance apart. And I need to make another spacer piece for up there to keep the stringer straight up there as a temporary. And I need to cut this piece again for the bulkhead, for the other side of the bulkhead. And so when I get that done, I'll be able to, what I'm going to do is, I don't think these clamps will hold it together, so what I'm going to do is just screw all 4 pieces in from the side. That way, I can pick this whole deal up. Oh, I also have to put my little spacers, place my little spacers on the stringers. And then what I'm going to do is take the whole, after it's all, one piece, I'm going to take it out the boat, turn it upside down, do the end grains on the bottom. I also need to chop strand this piece right there. I got a lot to do today. What else? And I have to, there's something else I had to do. Cut the bulkhead. Shoot, I can't remember. Anyway, let me get busy.